Hey my loves, it's Tesh here. Today I want to do a cord cutting ceremony, and this is my most effective way of doing a cord cutting, and I want to teach you guys how to do this cord cutting because it deals with the subconscious. It deals with really getting deep down into what's holding you and keeping you attached to a specific person, place, or thing. And it's actually a very simple way of cord cutting. It's energetic, and it's doing it through astro travel. Now, first, what is a cord cutting? A cord cutting ceremony is a ceremony that we do usually around the full moon that will end karmic attachments to people, places, and things. It ends the attachments to these relationships that are extremely unhealthy for us. Again, people, places, and things. So, how are we doing this cord cutting ceremony? You can find some where people are doing them through candle magic. Candle magic is fine. That is not my favorite way to do a cord cutting ceremony. My personal favorite way is energetically through astro travel. And I know y'all are like, astro travel? What is astro travel? Astro travel is when you have a thought, you create a story around that thought, and you run the whole story through your mind. So this is reality, what's happening right now, okay? And while I'm sitting here, astro traveling is when you use your imagination to think of a scenario. Let that be a good scenario or a bad scenario, and you run that whole storyline out to the end, okay? And when you do that, what happens is your body energetically goes through the whole emotion and experience as if it's happening in real life. That's why when you're doing shadow work and energy work, the first thing I try to teach all of my students is controlling your mind, because your mind is what's going to lead you down the path. If your mind is telling you that you can't and you won't and it hurts and it's this and it's that, then that's the path you're going to go down. And no matter what is happening realistically in your life, if your mind is telling you you have and you're rich and you're abundant, then that is the path you're going to go down. That is just natural law of attraction. That is natural physics, okay? We call it law of attraction, but it's actual physics. Where your energy flows, everything will go. And that is the reality. So with this cord cutting, we're going to astro travel. I'm going to teach you this technique today, and this is the way I do it for my clients and for myself when I am trying to end a toxic relationship. And I use this in my twin flame relationship years ago when I was trying to end that, and it worked, and it has worked in any other thing that I've been trying to end in my life that I felt like I had karmic attachments with. So what we want to do is, you don't need a cord or you don't need a rope. I'm just showing you the rope just for nostalgia's sake. But you do want to imagine that you have a rope like this, or I would prefer, depending on how deep the addiction is, how bad you wanted that person, how much you were doing to try to keep that person, I would prefer that you use a tug-of-war rope, thick one. You want that type of rope in your mind, and you want to close your eyes. The house needs to be quiet, so you want to make sure no one's home with you, no one's here to interrupt or bother you during this time, okay? You want it to be, it can be day or night, as long as you're comfortable and you're happy. You want to breathe. Calm your mind. You don't have to be sitting in this position. You can be laying down in your bed. You can be doing sitting in whatever position is the most comfortable for you. Now, while you are in this comfortable position, I want you to imagine you're standing in a beautiful field with beautiful flowers around you. And directly in front of you is your karmic situation. Just stare at it, look at it. Don't get into all that you've done to keep it. Don't get into how much you love it. Just stare. In your mind's eye, you are imagining yourself right now standing in a field with flowers all around you. You're very happy, you're beautiful or handsome, whatever. And you're looking at your karmic attachment. Let that be a person that you're in love with that's not available to love you back. Let that be your addiction, whatever drug, person, place, thing, whatever, people, the block. You're addicted to hanging out in the club. You need to stop that lifestyle, whatever it is, guys. It can be anything. I'm just trying to give y'all examples. Look at your karmic attachment. Now imagine that you're looking slowly down and you notice around the mid-waist point of that karmic attachment, there is a large rope wrapped around it. And you notice that you follow the length of that rope and you see that that rope is also attached to you on the other side. So you and the rope are attached, connected. Y'all don't have strings attached. This is not for people who have strings attached. This is for people who have ropes attached to things that are unhealthy and is holding them back in life. Look at the rope. Look at your object that you are have that karmic relationship with. And still feel happy, still feel abundant. Don't go into the cycle of what they did and how it makes you feel. Just sit with that thought of being attached to that item, to that person, place, or thing, or being attached to that karmic relationship. And to your right is a large pair of scissors. Scissors that are normally used when you're cutting the big ribbons in front of your store, or the largest scissors that you've ever seen in your life is sitting to your right. Don't interact with the karmic attachment. Just pick up your scissors. Walk to the middle point of that rope and take your scissors and start cutting the rope. And keep cutting and keep cutting. This is not an easy cut. This is going to take some time. This is a thick rope. Every time you make a cut, you see a little bit of the frail edges of the rope separating and separating, and you're finally making some traction. You're starting to get deeper into the middle of the rope. This is a cycle that we're ending. This cycle, we're using these scissors to cut our karmic attachment to whatever it is that we are attached to. getting to the middle of the rope and you're realizing it's working. You're cutting your karmic attachment. You're cutting this rope, this cord that has been holding you to this person, place, or thing for all these years. You're finally making traction. Continue to cut. Continue to cut. Continue to cut. Continue to cut. Now that you're at the end of this cord cutting, you're finally seeing those last little pieces of rope still attached, and you're still cutting. You're still cutting. You're still cutting. That's how heavy this karma was. That it's taking 50 cuts, 60 cuts from your scissors to really get through this rope. You cut that last piece. That alone was a lot of work, just the cutting alone. Now what I want you to do is look at your karmic attachment. Smile. Don't be sad. Thank your karmic attachment for the purpose that it served in your life, to teach you whatever lessons, to get you through whatever you had to get through. And then I would like for you to take your arm and pick up your end of the rope. Wrap it around your arm. Whatever's on the ground that you've just cut, that is your end, that is attached to your body. You pick it up and you wrap it around, because it's a lot. It's been years that you've been attached to this. These cord cuttings is not for attachments that are 6 months. These are for lifetimes. You've been repeating cycles for lifetimes. You've been repeating addictions for years, allowing people to take advantage of you and use you for years. You wrap that around you. You turn your back to that karmic attachment. And you walk away. You walk in the total opposite direction, giving that karmic attachment your back. And I know that's hard, because we will be so attached to it that we feel a lot of times that we need these things, but we don't. But we don't. And we just walk away. We turn around, we give that object our back, and we walk straight forward. Don't look back. Don't see if it's coming to chase you. Just keep walking. Keep walking. And you look at your rope on your arm that you're holding and you're carrying, and it's heavy. It's been a lot of years you've been attached to this karmic relationship, but it's over now. That's okay. It's okay. Because you're with God. You're with your ancestors, your loved ones who are here to protect you, who are here to let you know that it is okay. the release of the energy that comes from walking away from those karmic attachments that we've held on to for so many years is Now, this energetic way that I have just taught you guys, number one, I don't really teach people my secrets, and this is one of my secrets that I use when I'm doing healing work on people. Even when I am doing protection work on my clients, I light the candle and I sit in front of the candle and I do the energetic work with the universe, with my clients. So even if they purchase a candle from me and I mail them a candle, the candle is attached to me. It's not attached to them. So if the candles were burning in their home, it's really working off of my energy. So you can ask my clients, if I call them and they have a candle lit in their home that I have sent them, the candle will flare up and it will start acting a certain way because I'm on the phone and I'm speaking life. So my candles know my energy. This is energy work. This is how the universe is showing me I need to teach y'all to heal. It's through true energy work. To me, this is the best cord cutting ceremony you could ever do in any scenario, in any situation. I love my candle magic. All of my followers on my YouTube channel know that's my bag. It's candle magic, magic altogether. But candle magic, that's my shit. But my secret weapon is my energy work that I actually do. And that's what I do by myself when I'm sitting here meditating. And this is the best way to cord cut. This is the best way to end addictions, karmic relationships, anything that you are attached to, that you're trying to figure out, how can I move on from this? And I'm not going to say that immediately, right when you're done, if that person calls you, you're not going to pick up the phone. What I am going to say is immediately, right when you're done, you feel a relief of tension and attachment to whatever it is or whoever it is that you're attached to. And when that person calls, your energy is different, and the way you approach the situation and the way you deal and the way you come across is different. And if you have to do the cord cutting ceremony again, do it again and do it the exact same way. With my twin flame, I had to do it one time. One time. Now, no, one time with my twin flame. This one today was more for an addiction to a lack mentality or an addiction to anything that's holding me back. So I have a few things that I'm still working on. And here I am, cord cutting with you guys. So anyway, I love you guys. Welcome to the new way that I do this is the way I've always done my healing. I just haven't shared it with y'all. So welcome to my private sacred space, which is my mind. And I appreciate y'all joining me today. I hope that this helps you guys. The best way to cord cut, hands down, because it deals with the subconscious. It really closes out cycles, and it's just great. It's just a great way to cleanse and heal. All right, my loves. I love you, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.